Hello everybody, welcome to another day of Cosmoteer. No pause, Grand Admiral Engage. Not new game. We're gonna go ahead and hit the continue button. It's gonna pick us up right where we left off, right in the game. And here we are, and we're gonna go ahead and unpause, and we're gonna start going through. Alright. I was in the middle of flying to this next space station, and what I was thinking about all last night is I want to actually fully redesign this entire ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this in blueprint mode, and we're going to start ripping out near everything and redesign this to be better. We're going to start working on this now. We're not going to save the changes right this second, but we're going to build this as we need to. This needs to face. This needs to be here like this. This needs to be here like that. This needs to be. This one needs to be there, and then I need two more right here. I need to come over here, slap this there like that, slap this there like that. And then we need to. This should be single pieces. This should be like that. Should be like this. Okay, you can do that. And let's rip this off. Rip that off. And now we need to redesign this section here. We're gonna rip all these off and redesign this actually. This should come down one. Take out the double. And before I flying through an astro belt, okay, we're okay. That goes there. No, this is gonna go here like that. Or here. Walkways. Need some empty space. This needs to be a door there. This needs a door there. I need doors over here. Door. There's no walkways there. Let's fix that. This needs a door here. Too many doors there. This needs. Double check where I'm at. Let's get to the space station. Alright. Now that we're finally here at the space station, we turn on this quest. We accept all these. Accept that one. We have crew members. We have this. Space station number 2. Double check to make sure I have all these turned in. These guys are there. This is probably where I need to build a hyperdrive on this. If I don't already have one, I have this, but I need a hyperdrive. Did I research it? I did. Let's put that right there. Oh, that cost me that much? The answer is we're not gonna do that right now. You're just gonna let's hope he safely makes it around the orbit. Like this. Right here. Okay. Maybe he'll make it, maybe he won't. Alright, so we're back into build mode over here. This is... I want the lasers there. This is where I wanted the disruptors. Put the disruptor here, put a disruptor there. That's there. These doors need to be facing downward. Those are the lasers. Now we need heat distribution. And this is where I'm going to put this here, and then this there. And then one more here. And we're going to put a pipe here. Wait. I need to double this up. Like that. Put that... Oh. What? That's offset. Oh, it's offset because I don't have the center line in the right place. This center line needs to be there. There we go. And now we fix this. Like that. Like that. Like this. Like this. Put a heat pipe, put a heat pipe. And then we need thermal batteries. And I'm thinking I want a thermal battery here and here. And then I think we want crew quarters here, and then we want double crew quarters like this. Add walkways. And then we're gonna add a storage system. Right back here. And then we're gonna add thrusters. Large thrusters back here. And then we're gonna add some small thrusters back here. Like this. That off. Then we got doors here. I'm pretty sure I want this doors here like this. Ah. Like that. And it's not bad. And then we need armor right there. Okay, that's what we want to change it to. We need a door here, we need a door there, there's doors there, this is a door here, that's a door there. This needs a door right there. Take out the duplicate. Door there. Door, 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 door. Door, 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 laser, door, door, door. Disruptors. I know I don't have all the armor in there yet, but that's pretty good. And now what we need now is we need an airlock. And then we need fire extinguishers. There we go. Okay. Now we can build that right this second, but we're not going to yet. We're going to make sure that gets there. We are going to try to defeat... That's a fugitive. Let's take out this fugitive bounty first. We'll take out this first fugitive bounty and we're going to change this ship into this. Now we only have one command point left. When we want to expand this out, we're going to move this command deck, this over, and then we can expand out more, such as maybe putting heavy lasers on it or something like that. But this is going to be the base of our ship. That's what we're going to change. So we'll have 3 shields instead of just 2. We'll have cargo space. We'll have heat distribution. We'll have 4 mining lasers, all overclocked. And it will be the base of the actual ship. Let's pick up that signal real quick. Make sure that's F1, F2, F3. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Speed the game up here real quick. It's going to be a hyperdrive. Yeah, it's a hyperdrive beacon. So this fugitive bounty. Now this ship should be good enough to handle a level 3 on its own. I have a decent amount of head armor. We have double the shields. We have a heavy laser that's overclocked. We have mining lasers overclocked, but it has missiles. So this is going to be a huge problem because missiles are going to hit me right off the bat. I lost some in the back already right there. So point defenses are going to be a major concern now that I know that they have missiles. Oh, the other thing that somebody recommended, which I like, is to do this and this. And I think it's control 1. Uh-oh. 2. As long as it doesn't chase him. F1. And okay, let's come over here. Now I have to repair my do I have to repair my ship first? Can I just go into blueprint mode and okay, I'm missing 21 hypercoils. So this guy's gonna come over here. He's carrying some hypercoils. We need to come over here to debris so we can finish building this ship. Destroy everything that we need to destroy. And I need point defenses, so I may have to redesign this and I may have to just go to 2 cockpits right now. Depends on if I have enough resources so the next build I want to go for this, and I've already imagined it, will be we gotta do this like this. This is gonna have to be like this. This is gonna be a second one like this. And the main reason there's this big space right here is I want to put a large reactor right there. So that's why there's that empty space there. But if I do this, then I can put point defenses on here and begin to overclock them. So that will be the next thought process, but it's going to cost me a whole lot to do that. Evening, MWK. Welcome. Let's turn in the first fugitive bounty. Let's make sure our crew's over there. Okay, so we can actually hire more crew if we need it. The main thing we're missing is hypercoils. This costs me 12k. We don't need, I just want a stack of 40 right now. We're going to stay right here. We want to rebuild this entire ship because we're in a level 3 area and we already need to go a little bit bigger than what it is. Because this ship design right here, this one right here, is we're going to try to attempt, and it needs more armor. I haven't put it on there. Maybe I can already start designing the armor a little bit more. As is. It's going to be like that. And that might be a little too high. No, it's the right height. And then this is gonna be a double. No, you see, I'm already too much steel. So that's why we're gonna rip that off. We're gonna just live with what we have and this the debris. I'm gonna go back to just one single cockpit. We're gonna go to one cockpit. Ah. Where is it? We'll go to one cockpit. One door. Ah! Oh. There, now that door lines up. And we're gonna live with it like that. And then this is where we put in those airlocks, because I don't have an airlock. And we'll put in fire extinguishers. There we go. We're gonna live with this right now. We just need the 21 hypercoils, which is right here. Check my crew. Okay, so I'm also missing 21 out of 24. And I've noticed that this right here is all duplicates, so we're gonna delete these extra roles. And then we also have to fix the roles too, so we'll get to that once we delete all this extra. Don't know why it's here. Get rid of all these extra rolls. There we go. Now that this guy's close enough, we're going to come over here and we can make it so. So we're now completely changing this entire ship to be like this. Now I don't have any side armor. I don't have any more side armor, which I'm going to build out onto the ship for sure. And then, but what I was going to do here is we need to fix the rolls. And I guess I'll just start fixing it now and I'll explain as I go. So on these job priorities right here, because this is a shield, I don't want them walking away and doing other things. So I'm going to right click over here on number 4. I'm going to set all priorities for energy weapons to 4. And you can see also there's this if the developer ever sees this, he needs to fix this, so those change to 4 as well. And then over here as well for cannons, we're going to switch all the projectile weapons to 4 as well. You can see these also didn't turn to 4, so the developer has to fix that, and this didn't turn to 4 either. That didn't either. And then over here for shield, we're going to leave this as 8 or 9. I'm actually going to make it 9. Everything else, as set for fire extinguisher, we're going to leave as 4. All thrusters we're also going to change for shield placement to 4. And the main reason 4 is they can still do the job, but only if there's nothing else. Same thing for cockpit and everything else. We're going to change these to 4 as well. This is we're also going to change these to 4. This we're going to change to 4. And all of these we're going to leave as 4. We're going to leave that as this one right here is a new role that they added and switches to 1. We'll change this to 4 as well. That will stay as that. And all these ones as well will also change these priorities to 4. So what this will do is now they're only going to take care of the shields and maybe walk away to do other things. Now what we do here is we're going to place this and this as shields. So now these guys on the front of the ship is a very, very important thing to do. So anytime we take damage, these shield guys will only do shields. They won't control the lasers. They won't do anything else. I have 4 guys dedicated for 3 shields at the front of the ship. This will help protect the front of the ship massively. Now, one of the other biggest problems that I have, which I already saw, is there's going to be missiles that are attacking me. So this is not purely defined. And then what I also need to do is I need to change the default role, edit role, come over here to job priorities. And we need to take a look at shields. This is a 6, that's an 8, that's going to be fine. 9, 6 lasers. Where's lasers? Mining lasers is a 9 and a 6. 9 and a 6. Okay, we'll live with that. And then thrusters. that is. We'll leave that as like that. Okay. That's going to work for world priorities and how the main ship is designed. I am concerned about missiles coming at me. I do want to change it. I could live without one disruptor and then change it to point defenses and then overclock the point. Did I even research point defenses overclock yet? I'm gonna get ripped up on my next fight. There's some steel here. Let's do some side armor really quick so I don't lose the ship on my very first encounter. Mainly I want to protect the reactor at all costs, so we're going to see if I can add this. It's 24 armor right there. This is going to go like that. This is going to go as 40 armor already. 64, and then we'll add this tiny piece of armor right here. Fleshing this out a tiny bit more, that's 72. And can I fit this in the back? 88. And can I fit this? Oh no, one too many. Okay, 88, we'll put that armor on there real quick. This guy's gonna salvage and pick up all the rest of whatever's left. And now we've made a complete new ship that should totally be able to handle level 3. If this was not on Grand Admiral, this ship I very likely could handle, and I still need to flesh out the front armor too, handle a pirate base all on its own. Now because we're playing on Grand Admiral, the chances of me defeating a level 6 pirate base with all the new additions and overclocking and who knows what we're going to run into the very first base, I'm going to say it's 50-50 chance right now. As that's the pirate base right there. And we won't go for the first level 2 pirate base or the level 3 pirate base. We'll go for the level 1 pirate base, which I think is that one right there. What is that? We'll see. We will definitely try to tempo, but we'll save the game beforehand because I'm pretty sure... I don't know. It's up in the air. We'll see. Most of the times I always say that, and then we go in Grand Admiral, and then we actually go fight the pirate base, and it's always not a big deal, but I don't know with all the new updates, and all the new ships, and all the new everything, we really don't know. Like, if we've run into a pirate base that has all missiles, that's going to tear this up quick. Mainly the main reason MWK, which pirate base is which, is the area that you got them in. So when I accepted all the quests for area level 1, which is the area level 1 right here, this was the pirate base for it that popped up for it when I accepted the quest. Area number 2 is right here, and so I know the area 2 is going to be this pirate base, which popped up when I select all the quests for this one. Now area 3 also has a pirate base, but I haven't discovered where the pirate base is. It's one of these random ones, and so that's how I know that that's 1, 2, and 3. All right. Oh boy. Alright, we should handle it just fine. You see the shields are holding up. I do want to go to a large reactor as soon as possible. Now what somebody suggested is just to turn off all these weapons. So I need to control click, control shift click, and then control 1. Just make sure that's the right button. Okay, 1. And then what they told me to do, and I like this idea as a hotkey, is O. Is that O? Yeah. O will turn the weapons off. And this is fire at target. And that's fire at will. So what it will do is, because they're mining lasers, as long as you're fighting them with mining lasers, you get all the resources. As long as you destroy the ship, even in combat, with just mining lasers. So I really like that idea. Just turn the weapons off after you destroy all their weapons. And then you won't risk of anything going boom. Okay, now we totally have enough everything to build what we need to build. For sure, at this point. Forgot to transfer the crew over to this one. So we'll hit the N key, we'll hail this other ship. We'll transfer over 3 crew members. We'll have 24 crew right there. We're going to transfer all this other stuff over that we don't need from this ship over to this cargo ship. Except for the crew. Now that that's over there like this, and then we can finish building this guy. This guy, I have armor, and I don't have any back armor, so I can handle missiles. Let's do that. And then this right here also needs to be fleshed out. Just need to figure out how I want to build it. Overclock point effect is connected to pipes. Great. Best change to the game. That is also true. I need to go research that. Thank you for the reminder. I need to research it. This needs to be like that. That's this one, that's this one, that's this one. This actually needs to be up one. Do I have enough steel for this? We're gonna find out. 168. That does the head armor, and then I need over here, I need to finish this. This needs to move up one, and this needs to be a single piece. There you go. And now we have a symmetrical looking first level self-build ship. Right? Hold on, I don't even know if these are overclocked. I'm flying around without overclocked thrusters. There we go, overclock those thrusters. These are going to pick up the heat from those. This is going to be that one. I need to double check to make sure these are overclocked, and they're not. So I'm over here fighting without overclocked mining lasers. Now my mining lasers are overclocked, these are overclocked, those are overclocked. I built it all, but I forgot to do that. So don't forget to, when you build all this, to actually overclock your weapons. Otherwise, you're going to be flying around without an overclocked weapon, which is what I was just doing. This ship right here, we can also start building if the pieces are there. We're going to put in one more quarters. We're just going to sillily slap it anywhere. Pick up the rest of those pieces. And now I'm pretty sure this combat ship should handle everything in this area. Unless we run into missiles or we run into the pirate base. Oh, I'm leaving guys behind, aren't I? Come back, come back, come back, come back. Position. Okay, get back in the ship. 3? What are they doing? Okay, everyone's back in the ship. Did I lose any crew members? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good to go. Go over here, and then this guy. This is where I need a hyperdrive beacon on this. Not just missiles. Ammo. More ammo. Okay, this is where we need to start collecting this resource now. So we're going to collect Hyperium. Collect the steel. Alright, good to go. Do we collect it all? Still only a 5 crew ship, but that should be fine. I want to research point defenses, and I need to overclock them. That's the next thing I need right away. And then we need to put point defenses on the ship, and then we can expand this out and build this better. But right now, you can see the heat's handling it. You have multiple of these to pull the heat from multiple different, so we don't ever overheat. Taking on 2 ships at the same time and Grand Admiral, even though my ship is pretty strong forward facing, it's very weak to the sides. So if I get flanked from behind or the side, my ship will not be able to handle that. Especially if he's chasing the pirate hunter. Come on. Okay, we're gonna go times 2 speed, times 4 speed. Catch him! He's flying away! Slow the game back down. Okay, missiles. Missiles already are a problem, but you see it's in my front, so I can either try to flank, which is what I was about to do, but that would be a dumb idea because the missile's hitting my front, which is totally fine because I'm very heavily protected in the front. I am not heavily protected in the back or the sides. Okay, now we have the armor pieces that we need, and this can now have the build hyperdrive, wherever the hyperdrive button is. Hyperdrive? Blueprint mode, hyperdrive. It's red. I have a little pop-up in the window for somebody else showing me what they're doing. I can't build that yet. This guy needs to repair his armor. Oh, you're collecting way too much steel. I don't like that. Maybe I do need him to collect steel, sort of. I guess we need the steel. Why not? And you're gonna transfer the steel over to this guy. I don't need any of the steel on this one. We'll transfer this and this. We'll keep the hypercoils on this guy. And transfer over, take one stack of coils, keep all the hypercoils on that guy, and that'll be good. Speed the game up. Put back down. Okay, you go back to the space station. There's that pirate base. Here, we're gonna attempt it. We're gonna save the game, and if we do die on this pirate base, we will just reload to the save. But we're just gonna go right for this pirate base, just because I want to see if this first build, this is literally not a complete build, it's just the first one, if this overclocked ship can handle that pirate base. Even though OC small thruster generate their own power, it is still good to be able to manually power them. Don Wayne, that is 100%, I agree with you. In this case, we can put doors here and power them up. I'm not going to do that right this second, because I'm just going to leave the design. This is just the design that it is. You can see they will eventually run out of power, but they just need to get to short controlled wherever they need to go. But now we're going to attempt the first pirate base, well, level 2 pirate base in this area. We're going to hit Control S to save the game. And if we lose, we'll just reload back at this point. I normally wouldn't attempt this, but I just want to see how this would handle all of that. Go like this. We are backing up straight into the enemy. We know we're going to run into this one and this one next. We're going to hit shift and we're going to go engage this guy as soon as that guy's gone. This guy's now gone. We're going to engage and go straight for that. We are now going to encounter this guy and then this guy. So he's going to turn. My back's already facing this other guy and he's disruptors. So we're going to try to catch up to this one and catch that guy. It's going to quickly turn. I've already queued it up. We're going to fight for that one right there. I may want to go. I have plenty of defense in the front. So my ship's handling very well in the front. Not a problem. This should be able to take out that reactor that took that one out. Okay, took out all the enemies. Now it's just the... whatever those are called. How much damage did I take? I just took armor damage in the front. You see I took some side damage. This is why you put armor, even though it's very, very light armor. And this is on Grand Admiral, so they did a lot of damage. Normally, if this was not on Grand Armor, you would sustain very little damage, but this is why I added these tiny little pieces of armor on it and why this ship is designed this way, self-protected. Now, on Grand Admiral, I normally would actually put a whole nother layer of armor back here and some more armor back here, but we're going to leave this as just a most people don't play it on Grand Admiral. I'm just a nuts person, and most people would pause the game and then queue up each one of those, but that's how you do it. You hold the shift key and you select your targets and then you go for the next one. Okay, we're still gonna save the game again, right here, because I have no idea what this pirate base is. There's a high chance that I should be able to beat it. We're gonna find out here in a second. Or go straight for the reactor. Okay, so it is a simple pirate base. I can handle that. There's no missiles on it. I don't have to worry about the back. Now, we're gonna actually, this is a dumb idea to go for this one first, but we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do this. Now you see I'm getting hit side from those, but we should be fine. And then we're going to go straight for the reactor. And you can see we're handling this pirate base not a problem at all with the amount of shields and defense. I kind of overdid it a lot. But there you go. The first level 2 pirate base destroyed, level 6 or whatever you want to call it. Overclock small thrusters last 90 seconds without recharge when it is fully charged. Thank you, Host Shell, for that feedback and information. Oh, I'm carrying way too much steel. I definitely don't want steel. Page twice. Grab everything that's not steel. Back over here. I don't want all the steel. Delete key, delete key, delete key, delete key, delete key. Grab everything else, it's not steel. Okay. This is now where we can finally build this guy bigger and truly have much more carry capacity. We have Fugitive Bounty, Fugitive Bounty. We have 20 crew, that's all the crew that we have, so I did the perfect amount. We have this much, we have a ton of steel, we have enriched uranium. We can now... How come I don't have that many credits? I only have 11,000 credits? Alright, point defenses. Overclock point defenses, 10,000. We're gonna save those credits. I need it just in case. We're gonna turn in the pirate one, which is gonna be back over here. So this guy, first thing first, you're gonna fly over here, and we're gonna rebuild this guy. So now we need to design the transport to be an actual transport ship. And I guess since this is the theme of the actual Grand Admiral, design it right here and then. We need speed. We need speed. Storage. Whoa. Storage. Okay, that's just walkways. And this needs to go out of the way. You need to remember to place those later. I'm right clicking, by the way. So for those that didn't know how I'm doing this so quickly, right click this and it grabs the same item. Just now move down here. Storage. Was it a long piece? I think it was this piece. Okay, there. That's that way, this way, like this. And then this can be... I don't need this other one. This can be a walkway. Technically, this can be closer. This can be closer. This can be closer. And this, I need to get in something. Don't really need a fire extinguisher on the transport. We'll go in there anyways. Oops. I don't know what I'm thinking. Just put that there and just toss this one out. Put that there like this. Doors in, doors in, doors in. Ta-ta-da. Ta-da. Guess we do need doors there. To go back and forth, we should probably put it there. I'll move these ones. Okay, we can live with that for right now. Are we close enough to build? Almost. Alright, thrust, and then because I'm just a nut, I just want more thrust on this guy. Oh. Control Z to undo what I just did. Put that there, put this here. MWK says, is this also energy weapons only like the last one, or do you just like mining lasers? I just like mining lasers, MWK. And I wanted to test out overclock mining lasers because I'm kind of like them. They're also very, very, very strong, as you can see in Grand Admiral. And I also have never done energy only Grand Admiral, but I do want to build out the other weapons. And what I mean by the other weapons is I want to actually test out all the actual other energy weapons. The thing is, MWK, is you can see how expensive it is to buy the, what do they call, blueprints? Super expensive to buy the blueprints. I can only afford, like, I can't even afford the point defense overclocking, which is what I need next, since I'm fighting missiles and everything else. Alright. Now, pick up all these other resources. Pick up all this. Alright. He's gonna do his thing like that. We're gonna pick up all this other stuff. I already need bigger storage. So we're gonna go bigger. Oops. Right click, move this over here, right, put this over here, put this down here, put this down here. Door, 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 door. Door, door. Don't need those extra doors. Okay. Those attached that way, those attached this way, that's attached this way. Yeah. Flip it. Just in case we need the access. At least something else. I know there's a little bit extra doors, but that's okay. Just put one on every single day like that. I don't need to, but do it anyways. Okay, rebuild that guy. Okay, check in with 24. We can now turn in the pirate base one. I'm gonna do what Don Wayne said. Didn't want to do this, but it makes perfect sense. We're playing a normal game. We're not doing PvP or anything. We need doors for the thrusters just in case to give them actual power. Now we got all this storage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Check that real quick. Got the doors on that ship. Now this guy can fly over here, turn on the pirate base quest. We can hit the other pirate base. So this guy. There's still more steel here. More of this, more of that. And we still have debris over here and other things. So this guy's just gonna go over here and collect everything that we can. We need to expand it out. We'll put more. I guess we'll go longer. Your crew can't reach to crew room in transfer. Your crew can't reach to crew room in transfers. What? Your crew can't reach to crew room. Oh, this one right here. Haha. Thank you, Hoshell, for pointing that out. I'm over here and I totally missed it. That was why this was facing like that. Okay, we'll redo that. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, they gotta rebuild the cockpit, then they rebuild the cockpit, and they give it power, and then my ship will get back up and running. Okay, now let's go get this other stuff. Sit in the middle of all that debris. Is there any more? Some down there too. Overclockers is just great against small ships, shuts down cockpit easily. Don Wayne, that is a very true statement, but I still don't like overclocked disruptors. It cause a lot of heat, and they don't do takeoff shields for the designs I like. I will mix them up when the time comes. Oh, I have 49,000 credits. Now I can research stuff I want. So, first thing we want is overclock point defense systems. Yes. Overclock cannons. Deck cannons overclocked they seem very underwhelming from what I experienced. But they're definitely something to play around with and might be pretty fun. We'll build some side chips for that. But we're doing overclock laser blasters, overclock disruptors. Now the first thing I need now is energy. 112,000 to overclock these? Okay, overclock power capacitor. We definitely want to play with those. Okay. I already researched these thrusters. Did I already research engine room? I did already research engine room. Medium control room. We will need a control room eventually, so we're going to research that. The bridge we're going to leave alone for right now. We have enriched uranium. Should have checked to see if I had enough enriched uranium to actually build a large reactor. Alright, there's another pirate base is over there. We're gonna hit that other pirate base. Let's go straight this way, and then we'll go this way. Just collect everything you needed. What kind of resources we got? A whole bunch of steel. Okay, I totally have enough to build a large reactor. Did I build a hyperdrive? I did build a hyperdrive, so we can hit the J key and we can... How slow is that guy flying? Oh, he's flying 81. I rarely overclock descriptions. They're better earlier than they are late game. Yeah. A lot of things have shields on them, and during late game, the overclock disruptors don't take off shields very well. This guy can go over here. Should be able to catch up to him. So see, this one goes 105, and this guy only goes 81. So this guy should be able to catch up to this guy. And then after we catch up to him, the first change we're going to do on this ship is this is now going to become a large reactor. Like that. "26 hypercoils. I don't have 26 hypercoils. 22 hypercoils. How many hypercoils do they have on here? 11. Okay, I have enough. Alright, speed the game up. I don't have to watch these guys slowpoke it. Okay, he's caught up. We'll slow him down. This guy will catch up. Okay, look here. We can now build a large reactor. Speed it back up. Okay, good to go. And now you can go fight that pirate base, and you will turn the quest in. Because this guy can jump. I don't even have to wait for it, I can just jump straight to it. And we can defeat whatever. I don't even know what. I think maybe this is the other pirate. Or maybe there's only 2 pirates. I don't know. Alright. No more crew members for this one. I got a bunch of this. It's only 20 stacks. I got so much steel. Some credits for this. I'll keep about 500. A lot of coils. We'll keep about that many. I do want more hypercoils, get at least 10 there. I don't need all these CPU chips, we keep at least 2. And the enriched uranium, we can probably toss most of this for right now. We'll keep 5. That'll give me more credits. Alright, now this is another pirate base, but this is in a blue cloud. So this is going to be a little bit, tiny bit more challenging. We'll see. Depends if they have missiles. It shouldn't. In level 1 area, the base shouldn't have missiles. We're gonna do a quick save right here. And we'll see how this goes. Now there's only... Okay, there's 3 fighters and a blue cloud. So we're gonna do a little bit of fishing. When I say fishing is you fly by the guy. He's out. We might have to engage all 3. Normally I wouldn't do that. We want to pull them away. Let's see. This is not a smart thing to do. I could skip it, but we're gonna fight it anyways. We're gonna turn this way, and we want that guy, that single guy. We want 1, but my back's gonna be facing to these other guys. So we're gonna fly by this guy like this. He's flying way too fast. At least he's out of range of the rest of them. Let's see what we got. He's got a boosted thruster on him. Kind of just melted. Alright, that's all there. We're gonna face this way like this. I guess it's okay. Okay, took all that. Now there's one more. If there's three, normally they're bigger ships. Two ships. They have two bigger ships instead of three smaller ships, so. Heat-wise, you can see the reason I have three of these things, and the batteries, you can see it's distributing the heat very well. It's not gonna catch fire easily. We have here. I didn't even take my shields off. Okay. And then we'll handle the space station. We took some minor armor damage. Don't see anything over there. Run back in the ship. Do I get tri-steel? Oh, we finally got a piece of tri-steel. Take that out. I'm being attacked by something else over here, which is just we're getting hit by the side by point defenses. I can see we're going to immediately go for that guy next. The point defenses aren't doing enough damage. We've already taken out the pirate base. This is going to rip apart that one. We'll go for that guy. We only took minor armor damage on the outside, it looks like. Take this out. That's gone. Overclock mining lasers really do a lot of damage. Alright, turn this quest in, get more credits. Get the crew. We can accept 7 more souls. We can build another bed on this one. Let's do that now. This guy can now rip everything apart. To the space station. Do the repairs. This guy can now accept the crew members. We got 89,000. We can literally build whatever we want now at the beginning of the game. Take those crew members. I don't even think I need to do those quests now. Let's look to see what the next solar systems are. Okay, so 4 through 6. All these other ones. You hit the Control G. We'll look at the space map. We're looking for... Where's the new faction? Down here? Great House I.O. Okay, so this is orange faction. So we want to make our way down that way. So... that won't get me there quicker. So 2 through 4, 5 through 7. Or... can I go straight to 7 to 9? 7 to 9. Let's do that. Let's go 7 to 9. What was... I didn't read the name. Omega. Omega. Huh? I don't see it on the list. Omega from... that's this way. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Well, if there's no quest for it, just go. Which is Omega... that one. Alright, maybe this space station has the quest. But before I fly away... I want to collect the resources. It's already close enough. Just go get these resources right here. Speed the game up. Times 8 speed. Let's get to the next area. There's the pirate. Take care of the pirate. With the amount of damage that the ship does with the 4 overclock mining lasers and the disruptors and the 3 shields, literally in this area level 1 area, I bet I don't really even have to target anything. I'm gonna leave it as non-target, non-focus target, and just see what it does. You can see it's not doing... It's better to focus target, as you can see. Mine lasers are going all over the place. Get that PD ready. Yep. Point defense is totally gonna be need to be built for the next area. So I'm glad Don Wayne's reminding me to do that before we go to that area. Would be the smarter thing to do. Alright. Let's design the next ship. Okay, so what we need to do here is we do the fire extinguishers back here. We need to move this over here like this. This is gonna be here like that. And now we need the point defenses. Where's the point defenses? Let's need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This needs to be armor. Okay, so my biggest problem with this design that I have right here is you can see it covers all those point defenses that way. This one's missing is just that one point defense there. So what I want to do is this. No. We'll tip this on. This is going to be a 3-er. This is going to face forward. Right? Hold on. I can't remember how I wanted to design this now. 3ers, 2ers, 2, 3. I think this was... I can't remember. Can't remember how I was going to design that. That's okay. Pipes may be required for point defenses. It could. It's going to be okay with double. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's going to be okay for double for that for right now. I have 2. I might want to do a 3rd. Like this. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Now that covers like this. This is going to pull enough heat for that. What I don't have is the radiators. So everything on here has to move down. So this was what I need to do next. All of this right here, I need to cut it. And we need to go down 2. And then unselect this. And we need to do that. I don't have the hyper coils or the chips for that, but this is what it would do for that. And then this, and then this is where I was gonna do. Okay, it was 3. This is where I was doing this, and then there we go. Now I'm remembering. That's what I want to do. So I got forward, and I got a backward facing one for these ones. I got 3 on this side. Just gonna pull the heat from this side. I know it looks goofy, but the armor there. This is gonna defend the backwards. This is gonna defend the forwards. I got 3 there. This one, and this is where actually I want a 4th one. Got 4 facing forward, plus a 5th, plus a back, plus 3 on the sides. That's not coming this way. I don't know if it's blocked. Is it blocked? Is that considered blocked? 100%? Does it tell me? Okay, yeah, it does. 100%. Okay. And then this goes down as well. And then this is over there like this, and this is the thrusters, and then we're gonna put another cord over here, and then we actually need to fix some of the thrusting power. It's gonna be double thrusts. This has to be over here like this. Push it out one. Side thrust, we don't care about those ones. Be here. This is where we want a little bit more standard thrust down there. Rip these off. Put those doors back on. Okay, then we got overclock there. This is over here. This is gonna defend these just for that part. This is defending that part. This is that way. And we got our side thrust. We got our back thrusts. We have an armor. We have our point defenses. And we have this empty space because we need to put a hyperdrive and an energy manipulator beam. So we need this. And we need this. Just in case this is a bidder. I don't want to walk all the way that way. Build more command rooms. No. You need to be facing forward. Alright. There. Did you grab everything? You maybe grab everything? I don't know where all the debris is. It's just the main one, okay. Here, it depends on heavily PD using. Airlock is missing. Thank you for pointing that out. Totally spaced it. Huh? Airlock's missing. Airlock's missing. Missing an airlock. And a missing back armor. There you go. There we go. Some monstrosity, but that's what we're gonna do for the next area. We'll fix it more later. Because my imagination kind of stopped at that point without thinking about it more. Steel, I don't get the steel. Okay, good to go. You get here to build with whatever's left over here and speed the game up. Oh. F1 twice, build. Oh, I don't have the hyper coils. We gotta build it by a space station. I have the steel for sure. Where's the space station? There he is. Speed the game up. Slow it back down. ×2. Get there. Okay, you fly straight to there. You come over here. You blow this guy up. So mining lasers, what I learned is if you just don't actually target, mining lasers don't do so hot. Will work so much better when you focus target. See, if I focus target here, mining lasers, when they're focus fired on a single point, they can ram through things. Well, maybe if they can ram through the shield. This guy's turning funny. I think he's an orbiter. But once you target an actual specific target and doesn't do area effect, mining lasers overclocked, and the way I use them, they really work very well for the damage they can do. There's some more. Let's toss that. Oh, I guess it's tossing double, but that's fine. What I want is that, and then whatever else is here. Okay, speed the game up. ×4. I got everyone in. Come over here. ×8. Make it. Slow the game back down. All right, B and 11,000. We're gonna do that, make it so. And then we turn in this one, Pirate Hunter, Fugitive Bounty. I don't see the quests. We get that. Okay, the first thing I need on this ship as a transport ship is I don't need this much steel. So we'll toss out most of the steel. We'll take in at least 500. I don't need... But I need hypercoils for sure. Processor chip on, we need 2. Enriched uranium, we're gonna toss out. Keep a stack of 5. May want to test your PD before you jump. Thank you for the reminder. I do need to overclock my point defenses. That is a good reminder. I don't need most of this. I only need 40. And 12,000. We're gonna take more hypercoils. Hypercoils is gonna be the thing I need the most of. We're gonna want diamonds too. How much is that? 7,000. We're gonna want diamonds. We may need some tri-steel. We're gonna take the tri-steel from this guy. We're gonna live with that. Just like how Don Wayne has said, I'm gonna hold shift control. Double click. Shift control, double click, and overclock. So you see I have 3 of these absorbers, which is absorbing all these. They shouldn't catch fire. And you can see they're not catching fire, and I'm not producing too much heat here. So this is able to reduce with 3 of these. So it's doing... None of them caught fire, fully charged up. And we didn't produce too much heat here. This is going to produce heat, so these 3 are going to grab the heat. Now I could connect pipes to them. This is a true statement. But I want to put armor here on purpose so that it deters them from firing there. So I want them to fire down here. So destroy all the pipe defenses, and then the armor is going to protect the sides. So they'll still try to hammer to the front. So it should be... It should... I'm going to say should. Quotation marks. Should work. And I just noticed... Probably want the door down here. Oh, they walk this way, go that way, just like that. That's gonna work. Oh, do I not? I don't even have. Let's grab the 20 of this resource that I need. Oh, there's not any more in there. Transfer it then. There's the 20. Does it work when mining lasers are firing too? You mean the point defenses and everything firing? With this amount? It should. Here. Want me to test it. They want me to test it. It won't work for a very, very long time, but it should work. Pew pew pew. You see right here the heat is fine. We're not overheating yet. You see it's still going, and by this point, okay, I guess one of these things caught fire. But I wouldn't. My point defenses wouldn't be firing non-stop like that, you know. Fire will. That caught fire. So 1, 2 things caught fire, and you can see it got really hot. But at that point, whatever I'm firing at, can they put the fires out even though they just repair? Or do I have to completely destroy them? Oh, okay. They put the fires out. That's cool. Yeah, just 2 little fires for all that. It should... I'm gonna say it should be okay. Most things are not gonna fight that long. It's not... I'm not planning to engage in a fight for that long. And if I do, then I'm probably already losing. But I also have heat that produces from these reverse thrusts as well. Well, these side thrusters. So if I'm making a lot of side movements, I have to also remember that it generates heat here. This should extend for most of the fight, but we should be okay. I don't have any overclock shields. And it should be just fine because my point defenses are not always going to be firing. They'll fire at missiles and then they stop. They fire at missiles and they stop. And this is a good amount of point defenses for a low level area I'm going to. It's not really even mid game yet. I guess we are running into one guy. That guy flies slow. I need to fix that. He's heavy. There we go. And now we're just gonna rip them apart. And then repair all. And then there's another guy. He's bit far away. With all these other materials. Fugitive bounty. Oh, H twice. B. Repair. Should be good. Mostly, I'm missing. Missing I don't have any reverse point defenses. That's got me worried. I should just flip it over. Yeah, okay, we're just making that decision. This is gonna do this way like this. This is gonna point this way like this. And then this is gonna be her like this, or like this. That looks ugly. I hate it. I don't like it. No, don't fly without me. We'll just reverse them. That way we have forward facing, side facing, and then some reverse facing, just in case the missiles come in this way. Single point defense should handle at least 1 or 2 missiles. Is it overclocked? Okay, it is now. It is, okay. I expected things to start getting really interesting once your enemies start using overclock and fire against you. Consequently, defense will be key then. Crown and aces, I 100% agree. We're purposely gonna go fly into that new area, and that's why I'm coming straight here to whatever this is. What is this? 7 to 9. We're gonna 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 8 to 10, and then 11 to 13. We might just skip through some of these systems. We're gonna fly to 7 to 9. You see how it's greenish. But once we get to 9 to 11, we'll stop and do the quests in 9 to 11 for sure. We might do a few quests here just to gain more credits. 8 to 10 and 11 to 13 and stuff. And then we shall see. Alright, speed the game up. Slow it back down. Reverse my bad guys. Fugitive bounty. Just fly past him. My ship flies way too slow. I know I have a ton of armor. I might actually... Is that an orbiter? Another one of these orbiter guys. He doesn't fly so well on asteroid belts though. But you see I have a decent amount of turning ability. Is that thing catching fire? Why did it catch fire? Carter, what's up? Hey, welcome. Why did one single point defense catch fire? I'm not even hurting for heat management. I might need to pull another sucker on there. Not one of these, so I might need to change this. Da-da. Might need to pull a little bit extra heat just to be safe. It's more than I want, but it's gonna work. This. Oh yeah, I need that. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, there we go. They shouldn't catch fire at all. Thokra, welcome. Hello. Alright. Let's go to a level. What is this? 7 to 9 area. From 1 to 3 to 7 to 9. Now, I may just all of a sudden get to this next area and then just blow up. Is this garbage? What is that? Slowing me down, that's what that is. I didn't. Go away, piece of garbage. There you go. Alright, speed the game back up. 82.3. I mean, I could thin some armor. Let's just see what the 7 to 9 area is. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty heavily defended in the front and the sides. We'll find out here real quick. And let's go. The game will auto-save before we jump. 7 to 9 area. Let's see what we have. The first thing we can do is we're going to jump to the space station. We got clouds here. I could technically jump with this guy too. And in fact, you know what? We're just going to do it. We're both just going to jump to the space station. Because I don't like these green clouds. And the space station is also surrounded by green clouds. Alright. Pirate Hunter, Renegades, and Explore. Okay, before we do that, I don't like having this long list of garbage, so we're just going to get rid of these first. So we're not going back to level 1 to 3. Okay, now our quest list is empty. And let's take all these quests. Heat exchangers. Heat exchangers issues can only pull heat from so many places at once to reduce. That's why I put more. Alright, fill this up. Do you like the list of games I sent you? It was definitely an interesting list of games. I've actually have, before you even listed them, I have them on my list of possibles to play. So we shall see. It is definitely an interesting list. I know we have a whole bunch of rich uranium. Okay, 10. Okay, we restocked on that. We got bad guys over here. We before we fly off to the next. I can see I accidentally did that. Get my at least 20 there. This guy get restocked too. Get you. Nice, happy to help. Well, thank you, Thokra. Let's at least see what a few enemies look like in the 7 to 9 area before we just hop on out to the next solar system. What I probably need to do on this cargo ship is actually carry more Hyperium. We'll carry 80 in case we need to jump. I don't want to fly to that green cloud. Let's see what one enemy looks like in this level 7 to 9 area. I mean, this is yellow. I might just outright just blow up. We'll find out. And it's in a green space. I don't even know if I can handle a green space with the all-energy weapon type of ship. We'll do more damage for a short time, but we won't gain any more energy. Missiles! Flat cannons! Can I take out the flat cannons first? Okay, point of emphasis to handling missiles, not just fine. Take out that flat cannon. And then we're going to hit here, we're going to rotate, hit the T key, and we're going to go right here. Or we're going to attempt to. And this is where I'm exposing my back. I don't have enough sideward thrust. Check my heat. My batteries are fine. Everything else seems fine. Okay, we got him. We sustained this side damage. And that's mainly because I don't have enough thrust. So I'm very heavy and I don't have enough maneuverability. So we're actually going to thin down this. We're too front heavy. So we're going to redesign this head armor in full. I want the first layer on there for sure. I'm not gonna engage this unless something's beeping at me. What is this? It's a renegade pack. Rotate this way. Are they flying right at me? I'm gonna say no. We need to already go bigger in the area we're at. So this is where I actually want to go with a diagonal ship. But before we go to the diagonal ship, I think what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna... Let's undo that. Scar modifications. Let's take this first ship. Let's save the ship design. This first ship we're gonna save. We're going to call this one a new folder. We're gonna call it No Pause Admiral Engage 2025. And we're gonna say first ship. Ship 1. Okay. Simple name. Ship 1. And then we may want to completely change. Because at this point, where we're at in the game, this is where I actually want to extensively test ships. I would like to go to a diagonal facing ship instead of just a block facing ship. Oh, nukes. Nukes, nukes, nukes. I don't think it can handle nukes. Kaboom! 3 nukes. There was not a chance on that one. Not a chance when you're facing versus nukes. Well, at least to save the ship. I mean, I could load in ships that I lost and then we can rebuild. But we're in a 7 to 9 area and this is where you need to go back to build a bigger ship. Nukes, nukes, nukes. So this is where you come in, you can load another ship, come over here, load and replace an existing ship. I could load, how much does it cost to build this? 221,000 to rebuild that, which I don't even have close to. So I would have to load in a different ship. Which would be mining lasers. Or was it? I could load an overclock one now. Ta-da! Old version mining laser. Are these the only one mining laser? This is the mining laser starter. This is what you could build and when you expand out from it. Or this is where we might have to switch over. 449,000. I don't have anywhere near that much. One ship with nukes completely wiped out my ship. This is where we might just want to start with something like that. Nope. The answer is nope. Can't even use. I don't even have enough for that. We'd literally have to start with a mining laser ship, 24,000, which reduces it a whole ton. And then we'd have to fly back to the other solar system to do that. So it'd be better to take it slower and not go to 7-9 area. What does everybody say? Load back to before we jump to this area and redo it and not go straight to 7 to 9 because my ships are not big enough to handle 3 nukes, especially on Grand Admiral. Or try to build and go back. We'll leave it up to the audience to decide. Because if I start, I'm gonna have to start like this. That's gonna build. Or no one's gonna answer. What does everybody say? It would be faster to reload. That's for sure. Reload and actually instead of going from 7 to 9, go to, I would hop 2 to 4 5 7. This is where I would go to next. I would go to 2 to 4, 2 to 5 to 7, do the 5 to 7 quest, get more money, go to 8 to 10, grab more money, and then go to 11 to 13. Okay, reload. People are saying reload. Let's do that. So load game, autosave, which is this one. Let's reload. Let's go back to the other one. Let's do this. Let's do this. I was going way too far, way too fast. 2 to 4, 5 to 7 is going to work. 7 to 9, I think is a way too big of a jump from 1 to 3 to 7 to 9. 2 to 4, we're going to skip over 2 to 4, we're going to go straight to 5 to 7, do the quest in 5 to 7, then do the quest 8 to 10, and then go to 11 13 because we need money to fight overclock stuff. Yeah. Need money. Speed the game up. Yeah, I was trying to skip ahead just a little too fast. 7 to 9 from 1 to 3 is just too much of a jump on Grand Admiral. May have been able to do it on a normal game, but on Grand Admiral that might have been just a little too big of a jump. Okay, 5 to 7. What we should do is we'll jump here. We're going to grab all the resources we need, which is just going to be the Hyperium. Then we'll jump down to here, and then we'll jump right up. I just need more Hyperium on that ship. Just need more Hyperium on this ship. Oh, he doesn't have any more. Maybe you have. Okay, maybe you have. Aw. Oh, you have for sure, Carbu guy. Take your Hyperium. We'll need at least 80 just in case. Make sure we can jump enough times. Let's get the game back up. Slow it back down. Think I got everything? Think so. Jump, jump, jump. Jump as well. Okay, let's get out of here. 7. This guy needs to transfer over the other resources. Give him that one. Are they gonna transfer it or are they gonna try to jump? Yeah, you gotta transfer it first. Alright, is everyone in the ship? Yep. Here we go. Okay, 5 to 7 should be a decent jump on Grand Admiral without causing significant craziness. And then we'll do the quest here. We can start abandoning these quests. I don't need these ones. Okay, all the 1 to 3 quests are gone. Let's take all these. Are these all... Renegade Pack, but what faction is that? Imperium. I'm gonna be fighting ships with nukes for sure. This is where we need to be fast and accurate. This is where this ship that's slow and tanky is not gonna be good versus Imperium ships. We are gonna change this right now. We might even just do more frames. I'm gonna rip off. I need double layers of armor there. We're going to flesh out the middle area, and then we're going to maybe put frames in here. Put even make it even lighter. No. I know, it's a little too light, but that's okay. And then this is gonna be frame light armor. It still costs me 88, okay, I get 88 armor back. That might be too light. I need more thrusts. We need to go to a control room. More side thrusters will help this time. Yeah. I'm going to agree with Hope Shell on this one. And I'm a little too heavy. I'm going to put 3 side thrusts here. It still actually will be this way. This will go this way. This is this. This is gonna be just too heavy. Way too heavy. And this is way exposed. So there should be a layer of armor, in case the nukes hit. It's just gonna explode. This is gonna have to move, like, either more armor and or fast maneuverability. That still doesn't feel like enough armor, but I got 2 layers, plus I got all the shields. I got this up here like that. This is a useless. Well, I should maybe go a little bit faster with just that change alone. But what probably needs to happen is a full redesign. Have you tried using structures for free passive heat management? I've been experimenting with it and it works if you do it right. That's another idea. What I actually want to do is, instead of using this where we're at, is I want to go to a diagonal facing ship. This is where, so for those that don't know how to build diagonal facing ships, you come over here, you do flight direction, you change the flight direction like that, and then you just rebuild the whole, I don't know, the ship design is not, whatever. We rotate it this way. Okay. Oh. What am I doing? What I need to do here is now this is the front, because I changed the diagonal. And this right here you do north to south. So this is now my center line. We're going to move my center line just over there like that. That's my center line. And then instead of all of this, we now build around the reactor. So I guess it's a, I would normally load in a template, but there, we'll show how to do a quick and dirty diagonal facing ship. That may completely fail. I actually want to keep this section. Copy. And paste. Right, okay. Keep that section for right now. The first things that we build around this is we're gonna build around the shields. Right? And this is where I actually even want large shields on here too. Now this is actually not the best placement. Place those there like that. Push those back one. And then this is gonna cover that, and then this is gonna cover this. And this is gonna be walkways. We attach all this. And we build it this way. These actually have to move down, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna select this section. Alright, cut it. And I need to move down. This is where we're gonna need an engine room already. So an engine room. We're just gonna work this out. Give me building space. Okay. Now we have the front armor and we have the engine room, and then we need the control room. Here we have the engine room in the back. And or we could just use two. You know what? We're not big enough for that yet. We're gonna do 2 cockpits. And then we're gonna build an engine room. Where's the engine room? Engine room. And there's put the engines actually on the engines for right now, just for placeholders. Then we need damage. And then we need walkways. And down. Okay. And then we need crew members. Probably gonna have to actually move that down. This might need to move a little bit. Makes me wonder. I should move this completely out of the way. Crew members in and out for right now. This is a bad place to place them. Not optimized at all. You don't normally build a diagonal ship right from scratch without testing it. And then you need armor. This needs to be the shield guys. And we need to do something. Now normally you put a large shield and we put more shields here, and these two should be up here, but it's all about, okay, so we have a ton more extra resources to build on, but this is like the base of the ship. So you have your lasers, you have this, and or something in the back to face it. We'll have 3. I have the 2 double cockpits without any doors. I just realized this is not going to work. We have walkways in and out. Now we have this one and then this. We'll see about that. Thrusters. That's horrible placement. There's just something not right. That's more right. I can't go that big. I'm over here, I'm overthinking it. And then we need the smaller thrusters on the back side somewhere, and then we need heat management somewhere in here as well. So this is where these won't work. We need heat management for this, for all three. How would we put heat management in this thing? First thing, how that's going to cover all of it. This would cover all of that placement. So that would cover that one. Which means that this needs to face that way. Which would cover this one. This. So no, which means that we can do a double. With a heat pipe here, which then covers that mining laser section. I don't know if this, just one of these is going to cover all of that. And then there's a whole bunch of extra doors. I mean, that's on that edge, this is on this edge, this is on this one. We're gonna do this way. Like that. Sort of. Ish. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Some head armor, some of this. We got the lasers. The lasers might actually need to move up one. Just for the benefit of the doubt. Put this here. The other section, we got two of those. We don't have the crew members. I have to figure out where to put the crew members. This is the worst place to put crew members, on the outside. You always want them on the inside. That's way. Huh. Okay, crew members. I don't like putting them there. 40 crew members? 40 crew members. That still leaves me a bunch of more resources. This needs to be walkways in and out, so we have down, down, in, around and around and around we go. And there's bad guys. It's the pirate hunter. Still don't even know what level everything is here. Let's go. Now the answer is I can't catch him most likely. Yeah, he's flying too fast. My guy's flying the wrong direction. This needs to be a fire extinguisher. This is where we put armor on the ship. What's with the constant use of mine lasers? Aren't other weapons just generally better? It's about putting them in the back, Alex Houghton. It's about putting him in the back. So you have weapons defending it. You could put weapons on the outside. It's just building it from scratch. This is a horrible design. You can already see it. Da, da, da. Mining lasers are underrated. Minor lasers are definitely underrated. I suppose, but couldn't you achieve similar redundancies with deck cannons or ion core? Non-overclocked deck cannons work pretty good. Ion cores definitely work pretty good. But you also remember that this is on Grand Admiral. This just looks awful. Let's get a large shield in here. Large shields. There you go. This should be better. So this covers like that, this covers like this. These should be covering. There, now you have this cover, this cover, this cover, then you build out more head armor so that this can be doubled so that they can hit both sides. Da, da, da. Down, up, down, up. This actually needs to be reversed the other way. This is 36 crew now. This is where I also need... No. Huh. Hey. Okay, so we have 2 crew members for this side, 2 crew members for this side. That counts the shields on this side. This is doors in the wrong place. Doors in the wrong place. Even that's in the... I feel like it's in the wrong place. But... doors in the corners. That all. This could technically move up 1 space. Which then allows more access to more things, which fixes this problem that I had. And then I have this problem, so that's 52 crew? I don't need 2 crew. 40 crew? Okay. So that's that. That's this crew here. That's this crew here. That's this. And now, oh, at this. I don't have an airlock. And in out, in out. It's down. Circle. Shields. No point defenses yet. More heat. I need more heat. Radiators. For point defenses. Which means I need, instead of cockpits, this needs to be bigger already. This needs to be the control room. Control room. In, out. This can now move up. No, I can't. Not with the way I want my thruster placement. We're just gonna have to live with different thruster placement. Okay. Heat reduction. Or just the mining lasers alone. I need point defenses somewhere. This is where I normally put point defenses on the wing area. Do 8 on each side. This is where we need heat reduction for those. This crew members move out of the way. Maybe. The heat pipe here. That doesn't cover the whole thing. I just vent that, I'll challenge that. I know it looks goofy. We might need, and does this cover that? That doesn't cover this. This, this, and this. That covers this way. These need to move all up. Covers that one, covers that one, covers that one. Okay. 23,000. I don't have the diamonds. I knew I should have purchased more diamonds. Does this ship have diamonds? I have 3 diamonds. No diamonds. Tri-steel, but no diamonds. Yeah. No diamonds yet. So this covers this, then you fix the head armor. This is this, and then this is where I was going to add more thrusters in here. We add more armor for the layer back over here. This is a firewall. We need more thruster power. A bit. It'd be interesting reverse thrust this way. Okay. We probably need 3 radiators when I think about it. And can I fit thruster here? Nope. Nope. I'm totally forgetting radiator batteries. Thermal batteries. Oh, I can only fit 2. I can fit 1. Or point defenses, speed. This covers this one and this one. I don't even know if this is enough to cover the mining lasers or not, but And then back armor, whatever else. It looks super weird. But this is just building something on the fly. That's just what we're gonna do then. Can't have large shields. We do a bunch of small ones. Okay. That's the base of it. I can afford it. We don't need to make this change right this second. This is this. That's for the engine rooms. These are all going to be overclocked. This will be overclocked. And that's the base of that. But we'll do a quick save. And let's go fight the first ship. I know it took me a long time to build that. Let's go fight this first ship and see what type. Oh wait, hold on. Totally forgot. Flight direction, forward facing. Renegade pack. These are all Imperium ships. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, they are Imperium. He's hitting from the side already. That's gonna be this one. Take this out, that out. I have another ship that's also hitting me from this side now. At least they're all small ships compared to one big one with a whole bunch of nukes on it. Okay, we sustained minor damage. 3 ships on Grand Admiral. We're not going to build that just yet. We have fires everywhere, as you can see. We're losing crew members, in fact. Even though I have all the 4 fire extinguishers in the back, we're probably going to lose a whole... This is where we need some kind of... something else. I don't even know what to say. Overheating is a big deal in if you're using overclock weapons. Which is what I'm missing on the other one. Is I'm missing fire extinguishers on the new design. Oh, and it's because of this right here. I caught a fire because I lost 1 radiator. And now we lost that. So the side armor on this was not enough. As soon as you lost 1 radiator, you lose the whole ship. And I only have 3 fire extinguishers on this one. I had more before I had to put 2. And I had enough fire extinguishers before, but now this is definitely not enough for this design. Which crew members come and fix this ship. Will you guys go out and save this ship now? Alright. Back to the drawing board. Fire extinguishers. A lot of fire extinguishers. If they can fit. Four on each side is definitely a smart idea. And then this is now only 28 crew, which just doesn't work. Just missing doors. That doesn't work at all. This needs to be... Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Fire extinguishers up top. It's like 3 times the amount of normal one. of 40 crew needs more. Okay. Transfer crew members over. There's 24. Okay. This is an interesting design. Missing steel. This radiator is not protected enough. This needs to move out. This is... Let's just save this. Where is it? 2025. Test 1. Okay. Toss it out. Refix this ship. And fix this. Losing a radiator was complete. Undo that. Vertical axis. What am I doing? If I put this, it totally blocks those radiators. Even just adding a tiny bit extra is better than nothing. That's gonna now protect that a tiny bit more. This needs to protect this way. Can you buy radiators? They only have one tile marked as blocked. What about radiators facing backwards with armor in front? That's also a better idea. So for diagonal facing, what is going on? These should be facing down instead of outwards, because the side to side, I'm probably going to get hit side to side more. Even facing backwards, and then this, when I lost just one radiator, it was key. So this is going to help block some of this from weird angles. Now it's harder to hit this way. This should technically move out and help block it even further. So what this should happen is this should come out. It should be more armor like that. And then this right here needs to reduce the weight there. I'm even gonna cut that off. This is the forward facing, and then this is... You know what? I should just expand this out, do a control room, and put more thrust on this ship. That's what I should do. We'll give it one more shot. I'm overcompensating because it's not the level 7 to 9 area. This is just 5 to 6. Okay, 2.6. Reduce the, put more weight over here, reduce the weight over there. We now have a little bit more wing protection here, a little bit more protection here for the radiators. We have point defenses. We do fly still very slow. But what we do is we'll just expand this out further backwards this way and then put the control room in. Let's just fight one more and then we'll have more parts to build. That's the idea. So faster. Whoa. It's ion beam. Is he gonna be able to stay within? Am I gonna be able to take off the shield? Okay, I did. Take that out. I need more speed. So I only lost time and armor there. This would give me more crew, which I definitely need. To aim. Come here. Wait, no. Prepare this ship. Alright, go bigger. Go bigger. Go bigger. No. Yep. Ish. Okay, then I can go bigger, then I can have so much more space to build so much more thrust, and then build this out bigger. So let's make this first change. Airlock doesn't have a door. Airlock doesn't have a door. Airlock doesn't have a door. And then the airlock door, he says. You took off the door on the airlock. Thank you, MWK and Hoshel, for pointing that out. Definitely missed that. Alright, make that so. Okay, let's fix that. That fixes this. Got this, I got that. Alright, now I can actually fix my speed problem with more speed. Does this pull from there? Okay, it does. Okay. Totally gonna overheat, cause the whole thing to go boom. And then not really very well, but it covers it. This should be here. But it's like this. Let's go to that. These are very weirdly placed. I have no doors for that one. Okay, it's gotta be ripped off. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. That might be too much speed. With no side armor. This can be. This can be. Then I have nothing blocking there, which is not smart. What about engine room? Engine room would be a smart idea. I don't like the block of this one. We should put 2 engine rooms. This is where I really would like to put in templates and where we're at in this game for Grand Admiral. So we're getting so close to that point. I think this will be the last one we're designing here before I start pulling in templates and then modifying templates. Because now we're just building without testing. Normally I spend hours to go into an actual build session and then we actually build it out, but this is just building on the fly during a live stream. And we can see that it's turning out like a Frankenstein monster. Alright, speed this up. Oh, he stopped building. Never transfer stuff in the middle of building because it will mess things up. And even worse, we now have a pirate flying right by us. See, it didn't even finish building this. It looks weird. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's not. Who knows? H twice. How fast do I fly now? $93. Oh, 93, but is everything overclocked? Yes to that. I don't want to overclock those other ones. Those are all overclocked. That's overclocked. Okay. Heat-wise, we're doing still okay. Wait. There you go. And honestly, the ships I would like to see is our host shell ships, which are diagonal facing, already tested, mostly tested, that are already overclocked, and he's already spent I don't even know how many hours working on those ones. Well, those are the ones I would like to see. Huh? Oh, cannons, cannons. My shield's holding up. I don't have any reverse thrust. Part of my problem. So this is where mining lasers in the middle of the ship work great. Ion beams and also deck cannons would work great too, but you can see I can now up close and still be totally fine. We're just gonna rip apart this now. Come here. My front armor still held up, not bad. We're able to rip this whole ship apart. Yeah. This ship is still okay for where we're at right now. Without the template and all just built well in the game. This might not be enough back armor. Like, you see how my back like super exposed? I'm gonna fix this right now. Let's see. Just delete it. Then put it back on. Okay, we can definitely collect credits and build bigger as we go. But this is not bad for a first iteration. I mean, this is where I know everyone's saying testing. We can do lasers. Did I buy cannons? I didn't buy cannons yet. Cannons would be interesting. My biggest concern with cannons is it requires ammo and sulfur. And ammo and sulfur, they burn, and if you catch fire, they also go boom too. Should be fast enough to go here. As long as I don't run into a ship with 3 nukes on it, I should be able to tank at least 1 nuke. With this, 2 nukes on Grand Admiral is a big no. Definitely not going to be able to happen. But I do have enough speed to maybe outmaneuver the nukes. So what you do by nukes is you're going to definitely maneuver and fly behind them so the nukes can miss you. And I'll showcase this on this next fight and see if we can do that. We'll pretend that they have nukes, even though they definitely don't have nukes. That's only 11 cruise ship. This is the full 24. I need to regroup my crew members. I need diamonds so I can get larger shields. So what you do over here is you get into the ship fight and you come over here and you do this and you come right behind them like this, so that when they're firing nukes, the nukes will miss you because you're moving so fast and you're going to get right behind them like this. So with all this maneuverability, you can see his front weapons are completely useless and I took no damage. This is why you get speed on your ships. And then you also can build a second fighter, and you know I can do that too. I don't even know why I'm playing with a single ship. Let's just do that. Let's keep the ship, let's just keep the build theme. Let's just build a secondary fighter so we can flank and maneuver and play like how we're supposed to play. This caught fire for whatever reason. And we need reverse thrust. That is another problem with this ship. I have no reverse thrust. Now I have reverse thrusts. Oh, hey, I removed my armor. I don't know if I like the way they put the armor like that. That's gonna block that. I'm gonna like that. Again. Okay, there we go. Looks weird, looks awful. That's okay. Turn in these quests. Grab my crew members. Turn in these quests. That one. That's the other part right here, is it ran out of crew members. I don't like that either. We'll keep all this. There's the diamonds. $25,000 for the diamonds. We'll take them. Now I can build a larger shields. We want to build a secondary ship. We're going to fight one more, and then we're going to build a secondary ship, and then we'll have a little fighter for this and play the style that we're supposed to play. Because on Grand Admiral, with just one big fighter, not going to work. Whoa, what the... Have I not finished repairing? It's still on fire. Because I don't have any heat reduction for that, do I? That needs to be... There you go. 3 batteries, heat reduction for this, heat reduction there. It's for the heat reduction there. Yeah? Are we covering it all? Maybe. Okay, more crew. Definitely not have enough crew for that one. This needs more crew members on it. Put the rest of those crew members there. Okay, he's repaired. Speed the game back up. Times 8. That's a pirate base. Double the enemies on Grand Admiral. Imperium. Level 5. Okay, these are not Imperium ships though. Okay. Point defenses are semi. Switch targets now. We didn't want to lose a radiator. We didn't, so we're okay. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I should put shields for the radiators. It only just dawned on me just a second. I don't, but I have the command points now. I'm over here just trying to protect these radiators with armor and extensions, when really all you need to do is that. Okay, let's figure out how to redesign it. This can go here. I have the radiators for that. I have this for that. Where to put the crew members? I don't even know. But this for sure needs to go there. And now I don't have enough beds. Okay, those other things need to move. Where did I put them? All these new icons, I'm all lost. I don't know, whatever, we'll switch sides wherever they need to go. I think it was the opposite, but whatever. That way, that way. This way, this way. Door. These are causing extra wasted resources for guys to walk down that way. We change the armor to face this way like this. It's gonna cover this like that. This can just be... I don't have any way to cover to pull up the heat. Let's say turn. Yeah, we just don't overclock those ones. Oi. Don't overclock them. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, wait. Did I make it? Did it do it? No. He hasn't changed it. They're changing it. Changing it. We're gonna overclock these small ones because I still have a dynamo on them. So that they don't they don't go boom. And they'll just produce a little extra. The back, let's produce armor back there like that. Okay, speed this up. Next two. Did they stop building? What happened? Oh, I deleted them. Huh. Okay, no matter what. These... Accident. No! Cancel! I hate when I do that on accident. Okay, left click this. Not overclocked. This is not overclocked. This is now useless. It's pointing the wrong way. Being completely blocked. Those are overclocked. This should not be overclocked. This should not be overclocked. These should be overclocked. I have a shield now for there. This is... Okay, forward facing, backward fires. This is there. This is where I could put more point defenses there if this can cover this one. Which it can. We can put a point defense back here. Put a point defense back. Oops. Do that. Delete this one. What the? What did I do wrong? How do I redo? Is there a redo button? Yeah, there we go. Point defenses in the back. Over this way. That's that armor there. No. Those are the two in the back, which is covered by that one. Two in the back. This way, this way. Cloud coverage was helpful. What about engine rooms? Control Shift Z? Control Shift Z. Does Control Shift Z do undo? No, it doesn't do that. Control Shift Z doesn't work. Okay. I know, I'm over here modifying this thing so many times. Renegade bounty. No more fame on that one. 42 crew. I can still hire more crew, it looks like, because I'm getting more fame. So we can definitely get a second ship at this point. Let's build this on here. Even more crew members. I might not have done anything, and that's why Control Shift C didn't work for me on that one. Okay, let's just double check to make sure these are overclocked. That is overclocked. This is overclocked. That should not be overclocked. Not overclocked. How come these are damaged? And I can't repair them. Where's the repair button? Oh well. Alright, we need to do one more ship so that we can build another ship. I think I'm done modifying this one now that I finally have a shield here to protect the radiator and protect the radiator. And this is still only a 24 crew ship. Come up, by the way, those that are wondering. I don't know, just flying around with a 24 cruise ship on Grand Admiral in a level 5 Imperium area zone, even though most of them have been monolith except for the very first one, which was the Renegades. Ooh, that's what I should do. Just grab the crew from there. Okay, there we go. Now we have our full crew for what we have, and that is a total of 46. So we could build a whole nother one of these. We can have 2 of these. And then we can really just fly through things with, we have two ships. 2 is better than 1. But I feel like I now have the movement, so in case we run into, I know these running out, they're not overclocked on purpose. That's a hyperdrive beacon, which allows this guy to jump to that one. And then what is this? Fugitive bounty? Oh, it's a railgun. Okay, railgun's gone already. It didn't hit through all my shields. You can see now they're only just hitting armor just now. Another cannon to hit this. Alright, we're just gonna slowly rotate this way because I have the movement to do so. And kaboom. Okay. This is where we're going to build the start of another ship. We're going to check this one. Okay. Good. Let's see if we can just build it right here, right in the middle of that. We're going to load in a ship. And we need to start with Lightning Laser Fleet. Lightning Laser Starter. And I don't have enough steel, but that's okay. I have the steel right here. Maybe. Yeah, he's got steel. The more ships, the better. That is correct. Would you say that your ship typically needs to be upgraded every couple of levels or of enemies or so? If I'm building from scratch, which is what I'm doing right now, Crown and Aces, the answer is I don't have to, but I do it for fun. If I'm using my templates, I just load in my templates. So if you've seen any of my other Grand Admiral videos, what I normally do, if I can select it, select, there it is, mining starter, wait, there it is. Ah, what the, where's the, fine, we just build it again. Load ship. What I normally do, and I know I was getting to it, is I normally come in and I start off with my starter ship, right? And I come over and then I start building out my diagonal ships and I start going bigger with these ships. And then I build out my templates. And then once I actually get to either cannon ships or laser ships, then I have a fleet of these ships that have already been battle tested extensively, and I use those. And there's a bunch of other templates I have in here as well. Now this ship right here, I almost always build, and I almost guarantee I'm going to build this ship and use this ship and then modify it to get overclocking in it eventually. But this ship has been in every single one of my Grand Admiral Engages, mainly because, and I'll just load it just so you can see it. This ship has great maneuverability. It's got the engine rooms already in it. It's got the reverse thrust. This is the wrong one. So recently I made and changed it, and this is when they made that change. So this is this test one, where you now have these reverse thrusts with the dynamos in it. These ones can actually be regenerated. And so these are not overclocked, they just have self-regenerating. And it's worked better. And then you have the whole frontal lasers, and I would like to modify the ship to have overclocking on it. But right now this is just a laser wall. And the main reason why these edges are not sharp is to make it so it maneuvers around and it can just roll off other ships or roll off asteroids. And I usually always have a bunch of these ships. This ship has always been served me well. It has cargo space, has tons of crew to back up my main damaging ships. So there's extra crew in here specifically to resupply my other ships in the middle of combat from fight to fight. And it's a well-rounded ship. Now these ships right here I just built during this playthrough, and of course you can see it's a monstrosity. I haven't tested anything. I don't know what it can fully do or what it can't do, and that's my biggest problem why I keep adding additions to it, because I don't know what it's going to do, because it's overclocked and I'm having problems with fire and everything else on it. And I just noticed that I only have this one fire extinguisher, which is a big no-no. I want more fire extinguishers just in case, because this is not safe. I kind of wanted to put it here, but then that's going to reduce... Forget it. We're just going to do it. Let's cover that one. That's only covering just that one. Technically, we can just do it like that. Yeah. And then this one can do it like that. And this one can be right here like this. Then we add another pipe like that. There we go. Now that's covering all that. That's covering all that. That's covering all this. Let's just cover the shields. General rule of thumb: CMP cargo ship miner, then however many combat ships are needed. Yeah. Okay, did I build this? There it is. Alright, this we're going to completely toss. There's just another ship right here. This is this one right here, and you can see now I can build it, so we're gonna build it. Went over the whole spiel. Aren't those point defenses needing power? Point defenses? No, not when they're overclocked. So overclocked point defenses, see all these point defenses? When they're overclocked, what it does, and let's see if I can find it right here, turns on a dynamo when it's overclocked that slowly regenerates power, allowing the point defense systems to fire for short periods without ever receiving batteries, produces waste heat while regenerating. So that's what these right here are, the heat exchangers. They're pulling the heat from them so they can regenerate constantly. So the answer to your question is they do not need dedicated power. Transfer crew and resources to this one. Give them 8 crew members. Once it's got the crew members, now we can go to the next one up. And this is why you save templates. Where are we? 2025. Clearly I'm not going to be able to go to this big this fast, but too big, too fast. I didn't save the smaller version, which is what I should have did. Save the smaller version because I didn't need... Alright, whatever. We'll work on that later. But now I have 2 ships, which I need to do this. This needs to be a control. 1, 2, and 3. Control 3 to here. Too far out. Okay. He's flying too fast. We're not gonna chase him because I'm not gonna catch him. He's coming back. That's not good. And you're gonna get blown up. Alright, I just wasted 8 crew members. and all the resources. Because this is a ramming ship. That pirate's coming from behind too. So we're gonna switch to the pirate right now. Even though that thing has... He's still firing from my side and from the back, but I have the shields right there. Okay, we need to make sure we get rid of this. And then we're gonna switch back to this one. And get rid of this. He's hailing for surrender? I don't even know how to do that. No. I don't know. How do you do this? Accept? Sure, I accept. I've never done that before. What happens when they accept? I don't want to pause the game. Oh, he gives me credits? That's it? Interesting. Alright, we lost some point defenses here. The shield still held up over there. This shield held up over there. That was pretty good. Not bad. That's not bad. It held up better than I was expecting. The shield hiding behind the radiators. This got destroyed. That got destroyed because the cannons hit through. Did I train overclock for shields? I didn't. Alright, we're not going to waste the resources again for it. Well, I mean, we do want to waste the resources by building the ship so we can build another ship. But he shouldn't have gone into combat because I went over here and I went a little too hasty. So, mining laser ships, start a mining laser ship. Build that. Is he coming at me? Okay, you H twice. Gathered all the resources, which is good. You stay here and build that. You make sure all the crew members, I have all 24 crew members. I don't lose any crew members, so it's still good. Oh, what am I looking at? Alright, so the disruptors are going to rip off my shields. I'm going to start taking some damage. I'm just watching to see how much damage I'm going to take. I'm purposely aiming at that disruptor, so good. We're pretty wrapped off the disruptors. We'll rip off this cannon, and rip off this cannon, and then we'll be fine. Yeah, worked out. Okay, where's this other guy? Transfer crew and resources. 8 now crew members. More money. There we go. Just those few more quests. Turn this in. Yeah, that works out. Alright, these guys are gonna be in there. This is missing what? The CPU chips? What? Oh, the CPU chips are on this ship. There. Now we finish building the ship so that it can actually move. You're gonna come over here and collect the other resources, which was right there. I need to find the template for the other ship. Start building this one bigger. Pieces. Even you take repairs too. Some armor damage. It would be nice to put heavy lasers on this ship, and I am looking at the time and I'm realizing that it is already now late, so I think we're going to wrap this up here really soon. So if you enjoyed this content, please feel free to hit the like button. It helps me out a ton. Helps push out this content to other people, bring awareness to it. If you like, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, especially what you don't like so that I can improve, make better content. If you have not already, please feel free to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, but that's okay as well. Come back once a week, once a month. Check out what content I have. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. You will have a wonderful rest of your day. Save the game right here. And we'll see you all in the next one.